are having two war clocks which are giving different times. Kwa hivyo ni mimi ni decide which one to use. Siniko. Bwana asifiwe sana. And today I want to talk about the communion with God. Bwana asifiwe sana. I know you have been out of the, or rather you have not been attending the Sunday services for the last 3 months or so. And I don't know. What have you been feeling when you are out there? You are not going for a Sunday service. Were you missing God? Bwana asifiwe sana. And what did that teach you? Were you in communion with God? Or you were feeling alone? Bwana asifiwe. What do we mean by communion with God? Or rather, communion. This is where two parties are involved. Bwana asifiwe sana. When we talk of communion, we have two parties who are in agreement. And in communication, in whatever they do it in agreement. That is what we call communion. Bwana asifiwe sana. In simple terms. Now, when we talk of communion in the Word of God, I would like us to go to the book of Psalms 27, verse 4 and 5, and see what David is saying. Psalms 27, verse 4 says, "One thing I have desired of the Lord, that will I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, in the secret place of his tabernacle, he shall hide me. He shall set me high upon a rock." Bwana asifiwe sana. David is desiring. Bwana asifiwe sana. Now, and what is he desiring to do? He is desiring one thing, to go to the house of the Lord. Bwana asifiwe sana. Now, when we see David, or rather when we look at David, he is desiring. One question we are supposed to ask ourselves, is David desiring to go to the physical house of the Lord? Is David desiring to go to the physical house of the Lord? That is one thing. But one thing we are seeing here, and it is very outright, is that he is desiring. When we desire, we do not desire what we have. You cannot say that I am desiring to have a phone when you have it. What is the son? You must be missing it so that you can desire to have it. Are we together? Therefore, you cannot desire to have a pen when already you have a pen. It must be missing. Therefore, that means David is desiring to go to the house of the Lord because it is not there. That is number one. Number two, he is not only desiring, but he is seeking. When we talk of seeking, he is working for it. It is an action. He is doing something so that he can find himself in the house of the Lord. Bwana asifiwe sana. Was he building the house of the Lord so that he can be there? Bwana asifiwe sana. That's why I'm saying that This kind of desire which David had was a desire to be in communion with God. Bwana asifiwe sana. And that's why I've started by saying that we have been out of the church. We have been out of the church for a very long time. But how has been your relationship with God? Does it mean that by coming to this building, by going to the church, that is where you get communion with God? If it is like that, then I may say something is missing. Because the house of the Lord, or rather your heart, is the temple of the Lord. Your heart is the temple of the Lord. Therefore, where you are supposed to have a fellowship with God is in your heart. You are supposed to seek to have fellowship with God in your heart. It is not a must that you be in a building together with many people. I am not saying it is not important. It gives us fellowship. It gives us warmth. It helps to encourage one another. But does it mean if churches would not be there, you will not have a relationship with God? Bwana asifiwe sana. Let me say this. I have always been telling people, imagine that God has sent you to a place where His word is not known. There is no church. You have been sent there by God to be a missionary there. You are the only Christian person. Does it mean that if you go there, you will backslide? There is no church. You are the one who is supposed to go and start a church there. Does it mean you are going to backslide? Then, if you are not going to backslide, then you are supposed to know how to develop a right relationship with your God. You are supposed, if it is a service, you are supposed to have your time with God for a service, for a fellowship with your God. That shows you are having a personal relationship with God. David was desiring. David was very much desiring to have, or rather, to go to the house of the Lord. And he was not only desiring, but he was working for it. How do we work? Probably by getting time. You have to create time. You have to create time. You have to know how you are supposed to have that fellowship with God. Do you create time to read the Word of God? Bwana asifiwe sana. Now the question is, what was he desiring to go there and do? Bwana asifiwe sana. Number one, to dwell in the house of the Lord. Bwana asifiwe sana. He wanted to dwell in the house of the Lord. Let me say this. When we talk of dwelling, it may be living there. You are thinking of going and live there. Bwana asifiwe sana. That is dwelling. You want the relationship, the kind of communion we want to have with God. Let it be a long-term communion, not just the way we usually come for a Sunday service for 2 or 3 hours and then we go home. No, your personal communion with God should be there throughout. That is what David is calling dwelling. He wants to dwell in the house of the Lord. Bwana asifiwe sana. The other way of dwelling is having the presence of the Lord with you at all times. Bwana asifiwe sana. Having the presence of God with you. Do you feel that the presence of God is with you? That is one of the greatest ways of communing with God. Bwana asifiwe sana. And that's why you'll find David is not only talking about this in this psalm. If you go to Psalm 61 verse 4, He talks of, I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. That means when he talks of dwelling, he wants to be in the presence of God forever. He wants to be there forever. Are you having such a desire? Are you working for it? Because two things you must do. You must desire and you must work for it. What is the son? He was not only desiring, he was also seeking. What is the son? In the book of Psalms 122, verse 1, I was glad when they said to us, go into the house of the Lord. Go into the presence of God. Go and dwell in the presence of God. What is your son? How has been your time when you have not been going to the church? Are you creating time with God? Are you having time for your prayers? Are you reading the Word of God? Do you feel that I need to do something so that it may be a service unto the Lord? Did you find somebody whom you can help as a service unto the Lord? Bwana asifiwe sana. Let our coming together in form of a Sunday service be that is the relationship which we are going to be with God. No, it is supposed to be personal. Number 2, another reason why we wanted to dwell in the house of the Lord is to behold the beauty of the Lord. Bwana asifiwe sana. To behold, to see the beauty of God. Now, to behold is more than to see. It is like to have the beauty of God. That is what David was desiring. He wanted to feel the greatness of God, to see the greatness of God, to feel the security of God. That is beholding the beauty of God. Bwana asifiwe sana. God is beautiful. The presence of God is beautiful. I can tell you. If you go to the book of Isaiah, if you go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 5. Isaiah 28, verse 5. In that day the Lord Almighty will be a glorious crown and beautiful wealth for the remnant of his people. Bwana asifiwe sana. He will be a beautiful wealth. Bwana asifiwe sana. Sijui umeshawahi kuona ile maua imetengenezwa unajua kuna ile maua inawekangwa pale kwa magari ya harusi, ile maua mzuri sana imewekwa pale ya kumaki ile gari bibi harusi yako. Bwana asifiwe sana. That is that kind of beauty. That kind of beauty is what we see when we are in communion with our God. And that is what Isaiah was saying. Also he said in Isaiah 33 verse 17. Isaiah 33. Your eyes will see the king in his beauty, and if you are love that it stretches afar. Bwana asifiwe sana. When you dwell in the presence of God, you will see the beauty of God. And when you see the beauty of God, I'm telling you, you will see beyond where even your eyes can reach. What does that mean? It means that the beauty of the Lord actually enlarges you. The beauty of the Lord, it takes you far. The beauty of the Lord increases you. And that's why David was desiring that all the time. Because whenever he was in the presence of God, when he was in the house of the Lord, remember at that particular time, the temple was not built. Therefore, David was not talking about a physical temple. It was not there. The temple was built by Solomon. But David was saying, I was glad. What is the son? Therefore, David had identified his house with God. He knew the house of God, which was in his heart. And whenever he had communion with God, he was seeing